Okay, today we're gonna make muhammara. The main ingredients is the red stuff, because muhammara in Arabic, that is implication of a red thing, but it's basically a walnut dip, and it's made with roasted red peppers and walnuts, and everything else is just an addition and an embellishment to the dip. So our chef,
Hello.
Beth, today, yeah, hello. The best.
We're at the Cordon Bleu School of Culinary. Oh no.
And main staple that will hold it all together, normally it would have been breadcrumbs, but I have decided to use the rice cakes, and it's because it's brown rice and anybody can eat it, people who are allergic to wheat and people who are not. These are the ingredients. Basically there are just quite a few here, and I will name them quickly. The roasted peppers, the walnuts, the rice cakes, and then we need to add olive oil and pepper and cumin and salt, and of course for the garlic lovers they can put up to 6 cloves, but I personally put 2 large ones, and the juice of either a small lemon or lime, or one almost large lemon. This is, if you like, lots of lemon juice. I personally today with the help of Beth, we're gonna put about the juice of half a large lemon, because of a very good reason. We're gonna add the pomegranate juice, which is really very tart and flavorful, and so all we need to do and add some little water at the beginning to soften those rice cakes, which are very crisp. As you can see, it's very crunchy, and so we soften them and mash them a little in the processor, then add the walnut halves, and then gradually, after we have drained this in a colander, that we don't want the juices from any canned or jarred thing. Using fresh red peppers that you roasted, you may need less than this because they're not as much as water. Just so, and then start covering your machine. Okay, if you could open this for me. First unlock and fill it up. To add about an 1/8 of a cup of water to soften the rice cakes, and we started by mushing them a little but not totally. Now we're adding 2 large pieces of cloves of garlic. We processed quite a lot to get rid of the big chunks, and right now we're starting to add our walnuts, because now this is, in a roundabout way, just distribute them over. Now we're going to, with the help of Beth, the red peppers that are already drained, and we're gonna add all our spices, and then our job will be done. The machine will continue the molding. I'm gonna use my hands, they are clean. We put the peppers, we're gonna add the juice of a whole lime, because Beth loves lime and she has great taste. And we're gonna, so we're pushing things away. Every time we use something, we put it out of the way so we won't need to double. I'm going to use some olive oil, which is very good. I don't measure, but I go around to give it a good splash all around. That is probably the equivalent of 2 tablespoons of olive oil. If we need some more oil, we can add some oil on the top of the dip plate when we present it to the public. Salt also is a personal choice. Some people may want to skip it. I don't, because I like flavorful things. And so it is not a full tablespoon. It is just like a flat 3/4. Okay, we already added the salt and the olive oil. Now I'm gonna put just a tiny bit splatter of black pepper with ground black pepper. Some people may not use black pepper with it, but I do like the taste of black pepper in everything. And the cumin will give it such a nice aroma. The aroma of the Middle East, everything has to have cumin. Also in North Africa. Yeah, hey! Yeah, come and taste it. And so I am going to also add about the equivalent of a large tablespoon to this. And there we go. We'll let them rest, and especially in the fridge. All right, so Beth, you want to say something about this? Did we finish the... Okay, so now finish up.
I can't wait to try this delicious delicacy.
It smells good. Smell it. You can smell from here. It's open.
Delicious.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the last touch. And the proof is in the pudding. They say the proof is in the dip. Dip it. Can you put your hand here and push on? Beth is very good in American and Mexican dishes, but this is a Middle Eastern dish, so I had to give her a few hints on how to make the muhammara, and there is the end result. And thanks to Cuisinart and the magic of technology, we could make a fantastic dish in 10 minutes, 5 minutes? Yeah.
Not so very hard.
Beth, do you taste it? You like it? Is it to your liking?
Oh, delicious, delicious.